Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we had Mr. Von Karma stunning us, getting away with taking the evidence that literally proved that Von Karma was the one that ended up being a part of the murder in the DL6 incident. He wanted revenge over Miles' dad, who was the one that ended up one-upping him by giving him some bad credit in his so-called perfect record. In this episode, we're going to go against Von Karma once again, because since this is the final this is the final day of the trial, this is the last hope, this is the last chance we can save Edward. Anyways, let's get started. Sorry, my throat's still poop. December 28, 9:51 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. This is it, Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from the run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! Whoa. Sorry. What are you doing? Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Okay, for some reason, since she's a medium with with the powers to contact spirits, somehow she gained the superpowers of electrocuting people. Maybe she's static shock. Maybe I'm being over-exaggerated in this entire scenario. I don't know! Okay, let's move on. Oh yeah, pal! And there's Gumshoe. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. Just brought him in. Took all night. Sorry. Something came up. And my headset hits the mic. Super effective! Yeah, okay. Anyways, it took all night, pet. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after all the shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He doesn't remember, and I'm going to prove it. December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 3. Alright, Von Karma, let's see if you're in for a good shock. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution to submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into the silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to the Detective Gumshoe's effort, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet confirmed this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness. Why did you run away yesterday? Objection. The witness was not running away, as he did now testify. I see. Very well, begin your testimony. Witness testimony, why I left court. I'm really sorry, just leaving yesterday like I did. But wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figure I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. Get one. Makes no sense. Let's see. Sorry, distracted again. And my testimony yesterday stands as it is. He says it like that, and yet there's a lot of holes in that statement. Okay. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Cross-examination. Why I left court. Let's see. The only two things that I would at least try to say is interesting is Statement 4 and Statement 5. Hold it! You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. Objection! The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If he claims he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to the senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. I didn't need one of those motives. Hold it! How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That is why you took revenge on him, right? Objection! Please do not make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling witness memory of the past or lacking thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said that he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yes, he's Robert Hammond, the guy that died. Or, yeah. He's Gregory Edgeworth. Yeah, Edgeworth's dad who is dead. Bitch, please, it's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DL6 incident. I thought the judge would have heard it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Objection. Disc. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. The man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat one more. That the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple, Your Honor. Please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? Let me guess. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Burnt my fingers working with that stuff, yup. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burnt your fingerprints off to hide your past. Shoot. Alright, well... I don't know what else to say about this situation other than dang nabbit. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Tis, tis, tis. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify to I'm gonna go with who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are you going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine the pair for the little comedic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a sec. Cross-examine the parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to, Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take up Mr. Von Karma's up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Okay, this is the weirdest moment that Phoenix has done. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection! Wait a sec. You were the one who suggested the cross-examine of the parrot, Von Karma. I have the right to do as you suggested. Well, if you are so desperate, then please be my guest. Huh? Of course you should go through with this. And nothing comes of it. Then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yes, I'm doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. Like, Polly's girl? Yeah. Okay. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Blech. So we're bringing in a parrot. This is actually interesting. I've never actually considered the idea, but sure. That is quite a bird. Please, tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me.